everybody's talking about how good Bo Nix is in the clutch, and that's true. He's very good in the clutch. But as soon as it comes to playoffs, can we expect that same thing? I mean, sure, we can maybe try, but the playoffs are a different monster. And we got to look forward. We're looking back in the past and comparing these games and the good and the bad games that he's had. But moving forward into the playoffs, that kind of clutch aspect isn't going to play the same way. You might have a little bit of that same energy. You might have a good few balls that you get out in the fourth quarter that put you in a scoring position, but you need to be playing at the level that you can play in the fourth quarter throughout all four quarters. That's something that we've been harping on so many times. Just play how we know you can throughout all four quarters. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and the postseason aspect. So we saw that Bills game last year where he hits Franklin on early on that deep ball, and everybody's like, "Holy cow! Like, is Bo Nix here?" And then settled in. The opening script ran out, and they ended up with scoring no more points in that game. I know Lutz missed a field goal before halftime. That could have changed things, but still, that was a slow one from him. And for me, what I look at is his two biggest games in college were two losses against Washington in the 2023 season. The first one was in the middle of the season, which would have put him in great position to make the playoff. The second one was the Pac-12 championship game, which was a playoff game essentially, and he came up short in both those. In that last one, he completed just 61% of his passes. He threw a costly interception in that one. So I'm looking at like the big game performances. The Bills game wasn't the best from him. Those two Washington games, I know a lot of Oregon fans who they say, hey, this guy was great when he's playing Washington State and when he's playing Hawaii and when he's playing Colorado. But when he was playing Washington in those big games, he didn't play like how they knew he could. And I think that's what Broncos fans, it's a similar frustration. Hey, we know he has it in him. We see it against the Bengals. We see it against the Cowboys. We see it in these fourth quarters. Where is it for an entire game against these good teams? That's how this Broncos team needs to win a Super Bowl. That's why these fans are expecting so much out of him. And it's going to get a lot trickier because when contract time comes around after the 2026 season and he's no longer making $4.5 million, he's making $60 million. It's going to be a lot different conversation because the roster is not going to be as good.